The three kings, the Magi, the wise ones, also made the journey to see the child who would change everything. They came from far in the east, and they were so wise that people thought they were magic. Of all the things they knew the most about the stars. Suddenly, they saw the wild star. It was not on any of their star maps. It went where it wanted to go. It did not stay put. They decided to follow the wild star to see where it was going and what it wanted to show them. They followed the star all the way to Bethlehem. When they arrived, they went into the place where the child was with his mother, bringing gifts. And they knelt down and adored the child. I wonder if anyone in this family has ever adored a child.
Welcome to week 4 of our Advent series. This is the card of the prophets. They told of great things to come. They said something incredible is going to happen in Bethlehem. This is the card of the Holy Family. They traveled on the road to Bethlehem, and we traveled with them. We had the Mother Mary, the Father Joseph, and they must have been the last 2 people on the road to Bethlehem that day. This is the card of the shepherds. They were watching their flocks in the fields around Bethlehem when a great light came, and then they heard the angels singing, telling them to go, hurry, go see that child in Bethlehem that will change the world. On the fourth Sunday of Advent, we light 4 candles. And we remember the 3 kings, the wise men, the Magi. This is the card of the Magi. The Magi came from far away in the east. They were wise men who knew a lot of things. In fact, they were so wise that people called them magic. That's where the word we have for magic comes from. In their language, the wise men were called Magi. They were knowledgeable in a lot of things, but especially of the stars in the sky. They could tell where every star was supposed to be at every time, any day of the year. They could tell when people needed to plant their crops. They could tell when people could go across the ocean on a voyage, or that they could go across the mountains, the mountain passes, when there would be least amount of snow for them to encounter. One day they were out and they noticed a wild star in the sky. This star didn't stay in place, and it wasn't on any of their star maps that they had ever seen before. They decided to follow that star and see where it was leading them. They followed that star far, far across the land until they got to Bethlehem. Sorry about that. until they got to Bethlehem. But when they got to Bethlehem, the baby had already been born, for it took them so long to get there. In fact, every year the Magi are late. They arrive on January 6th, 12 days after Christmas. We call this special day Epiphany, and we remember the wise men on this day because they were traveling to Bethlehem just as we are traveling to Bethlehem. The candle of the prophets. This is the Holy Family candle, the candle of the shepherds, and the candle of the Magi. Let us enjoy the light. As we come to the mystery of Christmas, the color changes to the pure color of celebration. This is when the baby was born. And this is where we add the Christ candle. Jesus is the mystery of Christmas. He is the reason that we are here. But there was probably no one more surprised and amazed the day that he came, that was observing it, than the little old cow, the brown cow. The brown cow came that morning up to the manger, up to the feed stall to get some feed, and looked in, and instead of getting food, what did she see? She saw a baby. Someone had laid a nice cloth over the straw and made a bed out of the manger. She stared in amazement with her big brown eyes at baby Jesus. This is the Christ candle. Let us enjoy the light. Look how the Christ candle, the Christ light, shines. It changes as it goes. It gets thinner and thinner till we can't see it anymore. But that doesn't mean that it disappears. It is still there. We see that Christ candle, that Christ light. We can feel it still, filling up this room along with the prophets, the Holy Family, the shepherds, and the Magi. How will you show the light of the mystery of Christmas?